Welcome, fellow fans and collectors, to another Transformers unboxing. Today we have Decepticon Straxus from the Transformers Hasbro Pulse exclusive comic book line. I don't know what else to call it. It's their comic-inspired Transformers in this line, little capsule line, little exclusive line. As we see here, this is Straxus versus Blaster. A very big battle back in the past. There's some Straxus comic artwork right there. This is obviously a comic book inspired cover. 40 years Transformers Generations. There's some comic panels on the side there. I don't know if he's ever transformed in the comic. Maybe he did. I don't recall. I didn't read too much of the G1 comic. On the back, we have some product shots. On the side, we already saw that picture of Straxus. It's just a nice picture of Straxus in all his comic book glory. There's some nice little artwork there of, looks like some Decepticons, Megatron, Seekers, Cassettes, Shockwave. Bottom, we have Legal. And the neat thing about this is that it opens up. Voila. So then we have a little bit of a synopsis here with some comic artwork. Straxus rolls over the smelting pools of Polyhex, melting down Autobots and neutral Cybertronians into metal to be reused by the Decepticons. Though he only reigns over a small corner of the galaxy, all know there is no mercy in his domain, only death. But yeah, there's a memorable scene that I know through osmosis of him melting Blaster's buddy, Scrounge, who has a special arm. That's why we have Blaster versus Straxus there. Yeah. So yeah, we can see Straxus. We can touch him when he has that beautiful dot matrix that the Grimlock had. Dot matrix, dot painting. So let's stop talking about this and let's get to opening it up. So as I do so, I invite you to hit that like button and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber already, I come back with videos as often as I get figures. This particular package, I'm probably not going to save. It's nice. These are really nice packages. That's garbage. There's some instructions. I don't know if I'm going to need that. I doubt it. This guy's a retool of, I want to say, Kingdom. Galvatron. There is his weapon. Nice little art cell shading on there. Comic art cell shading. Hold on, let me get some little detail here. It's shiny, so it's really reflecting. Everything else is dull. But, yep. Painted blue. There's some overspray on that. No one cares about that. Let's flip this around just so I have some product shots to see what we're getting into. Then, of course, Straxus has his axe. Straxus Axe. That's how I remember his name. This guy is his first appearance as Straxus, I believe, in America anyway. There's his axe. There's some hinges on it. Okay. Oh, it turns into a blaster. Look at that. That's neat. Silver paint on gray plastic. But yeah, this is his first American release as Straxus. There was an wasn't Thrilling 30, it was during the can't remember what year that was. But there was a figure of Straxus. It was supposed to be Straxus, and they named him DARKMOUNT for some unknown reason, because he ruled on DARKMOUNT. That box is now completely empty. But this is just pretty much just a straight repaint. There is some retooling. Let me get this out of the way. There is some retooling on here. His head for certain. His chest. Maybe there's a pretty good bit of retooling. The legs are straight up just Galvatron. And of course that came off there. Well, let's plug that back in there to get a good look at the bot mode. Come on. Now, I did want this character because I do like obscure... Ooh, that looks nice like that. Straight up shoulders. Galvatron didn't. I do like obscure characters. I do like getting characters that, you know, we've only seen in comics. I do have that DARKMOUNT figure on my shelf. This guy's probably going to replace him. That figure was, lack of a better word, bad. Come on, stand up. There we go. What's it fall back? Oh, that's because the stabilizers are not out. There we go. There we go. Voila. And of course, we attach this here like a fusion cannon. Oh, the forearms are new, so they can't attach it like that. I wonder where this is supposed to go. And then, of course, you give him his axe, Straxus axe. There we go. Straxus. I hate this kibble, same way I hated it on Galvatron. I don't know if any way you can get it. I'm sure we're going to get a Studio Series Galvatron eventually. And, yeah, we're going to be buying a very similar mold. I don't know where they show us storing that. I guess he just holds it. Oh, it stores on the back. Like so. Okay. Okay. Voila. There he is. I like his head. Let's raise that up a little bit. The head is so weird because he doesn't really have a mouth. It just hangs there. But I like that uniqueness. Your brain fills in the rest. Now the other mold actually showed, has a little bit of what do you call it? More detail to the face, added some detail to the face, but this one is accurate to the, look at that shape. That's a neat shape. Added that detail to the mold. This is a comic accurate mold face. So we will pause for a moment. I'm gonna mess with him, see how much different the transformation is. All right, now here's the transformation. It's pretty much exactly the same as Galvatron. So we're going to take out the axe, and we're going to start with the feet. Yes, I normally start with the feet, but this time, this is where you're supposed to. Untab those, flip them around, like that. Face the feet inside, the legs, and then you're going to snap that together. This is really tight. Then you're going to pick these back up. Snap that one like so, and this one like so. Come on. Nope, I did that wrong. What did I do wrong here? Oh, yeah. That's how they're supposed to go. They get snapped in like so. I don't know why that's so important that they are like that, but that's just how it is. So once we do that, we're going to open up these and get these out of the way. I like how there's fake, like, wheels. Maybe they're guns. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be on there. And then we're going to take the arms, fold in the hands, make sure they're shiny part out. And we're just going to, yeah, once you loosen this up, it's going to be a little loose. And you're going to peg the arms in like so. Just fold them straight up. Tab it into there. Voila. Then we're going to take this piece here, which usually sits right like that when in bot mode. We're going to take that, and we're going to pull that up to the side here. And form that. And we're going to do the same on this side here. Let's rearrange that, rotate that, plug it in. All right. Now we're going to pull these off to the side. He's going to pull a sound wave and become a temporary light post. I'm lifting up all of those for now. We're going to untab the back. Pull that down. And we're going to pop out the sides. It always surprises me that this figure has that gimmick, that bit of a transformation. Then we're going to pull out the back here. And by the power of ratcheting, we're going to flip the head in. Lift that down. Replace that. Sometimes it's hard to get this line right. Now, oops, that was not supposed to happen. And now, we're going to form this down this way. We're just going to push that down. I'm just getting my bearings, making sure I'm on the right side. Yes. Now we rotate this. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, we rotate that. And we're going to ratchet that down a little bit. That's a little hard to explain. And you ought to see what the instructions try to explain to you. But you're going to line this bit up here with that down there. There's not going to be any tabbing going on. It's just going to sit there for now. These are going to fold up. I'm not sure that's the right part to do that at. But then we can untab this part, this gun at that point. And you know what? You weren't supposed to rotate that. We'll go back and unrotate that. There we go. No, I rotated it right back to where it wasn't supposed to be. There we go. There we go. Yes, there's these need to be up front here. We're going to take these sides. We're going to tab those pieces in right there. And those are going to fall around. These are going to get tabbed into those tabs. But where the thighs are now the shoulders, which is interesting. You're bringing the thighs to the shoulders. Now, you can fold this down. And we have some tabs here at the back of the legs. That came untabbed when I was swinging around when I wasn't supposed to. Those just tab right into there. This piece here is going to fold down and tab into the top of the, I don't know, fusion cannon barrel there. These pieces here, see these side pieces, which are the arms, we're going to tab into those little corners there. That's going to hold them at this angle here. Even that gap's supposed to be there. It's weird. Now we can angle these downward. You can pull this down at this point here. It's never really clear whether or not it's supposed to have it like that or flush like this. And then we can adjust these to lay like that. Now in the photo there, they show that these here can be maneuvered like feet. which is weird. I prefer to them to be more upright. Then we want to pop this in here. This only has one way to go in. These two pieces have to fit there. And then finally, we take the axe, this piece here. It's going to tab right into the top here. And we're just going to tilt those upward. And then we have Straxus's tank mode. Gun mode. Very futuristic cannon. It's nothing to write home about. I mean, I look at it and I see Cybertronian weapon of some form, but that's only because of my love of the third season of G1 when I was a child. I seem to like the things that other people were not fans of in this franchise. There's wheels here. I didn't realize there's wheels here. What are those wheels for? What are those wheels for? If you know what those wheels are for, let me know in the comments. Why are there wheels? I don't know. There's wheels. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting mode. I don't know if he transformed in the comic, like I said. And this is just Galvatron's mode, but it still has that neat paint job of the dots, comic dots, the dot matrix printers, whatever you want to call it, that the old comics used to have. So it still has that throughout the modes, throughout all the modes. So you would not see this in bot mode. That's pretty cool. So let's transform back. As I'm doing so, I'm gonna discuss what I think about him for review. So I guess we start with alt mode. Alt mode, interesting. I mean, it's just Galvatron's alt mode. It's got a few little tweaks though that I like. Little bitty changes. Nothing major. Nothing super major. So I'm just gonna give it a 4. It's nothing to write home about, and like I said, I don't know if it's actually accurate to the comics. I'm pretty sure that's gonna get a 4 there. Bot mode, I'm giving that a solid 5. That looks like the Straxus in the comics. Is that paint chipping right there? So yeah, that's gonna be a solid 5 for that. A lot easier turning back into robot mode. Transformation, I wouldn't say it's intuitive, but it's surprising. Like there's hidden things, like as you're transforming it, there's some things you don't see hidden, and it's just this piece is just weird. It feels so superfluous. Transformation, I'll give it a 4 because it's a little challenging. I like how it has just enough retooling to make it really seem like it's a different character. It's not just the chest. is. And where are we at here? Four for ults. Just so blocky. Like blocky in a good way. Pieces don't want to stay. All mode 4, bot mode 5. Let's raise this up a little bit. Oh, and price point. Price point's the last one. Price point, we're going to do, he has less pieces than Galvatron. It's a Galvatron mold. I would have liked this to have been a Voyager. I mean, there's a lot of pieces for it. A Voyager price would have been better. We will say... I'll give it a 3 average. Average for price point, 3. 3 out of 5. So, we have... All mode 4. Bot mode 5. Transformation 4. Price point 3. Solid 4. 4 out of 5. Get it if you want a Straxus. If you don't have the old Straxus, if you think the old Straxus is a pain, this one actually stands even without the stabilizers that I keep forgetting to put out. So that's great. It's a good looking bot. Definitely different than its mold, previous mold uses. Gives it a good, well, at least a difference in bot mode. And for quick comparisons, before I finish this all up, here is the previous incarnation of Straxus. This is the DARKMOUNT, and this I am no longer keeping. For various reasons. This is part of the Hunt for the Decepticons / Generations line. He has his axe. He has that head. A little more detail. Gave him a little more of a viper head there. He has the same face. Or the mouthpiece anyway. Or it's just straight down. But they left the gap there, giving him like that an open mouth. It was a neat update, but this mold is just horrendous to get to stand. It gets loose. These C-clamps, if you mess with them, they're going to break. I made sure not to mess with them. The only thing really good about this is that it had that movement. So yes, this is an update. This is a good upgrade to this. And with it being a leader class size, really gives it that shelf presence. So, if you need a Straxus, want a Straxus, get it. It's your money. See what you want with it. I like it. It's replacing my Straxus. Looks good as a comic book character. I think it's going to look good with the rest of my... I'm going to put it on my G2 shelf. I don't know why. I really don't have a comic shelf. But there he is. At this point, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you are still watching, please hit that like button and subscribe. I come back with videos as often as I get figures. But at this point, have a great day.